Hello guys, my name is Denver, and today you and I are taking a look at this wonderful game called Colony Survival. Let's hop right in and learn how to survive our first few days of becoming king of a mighty colony. Welcome again to Colony Survival, the game that is similar to Minecraft and actually has a little touch of Stardew Valley, which I absolutely love. Now, when you start a game, you may not be out in the middle of an open field. If not, I would suggest go ahead and get to an open field unless you feel like clearing a lot of trees. As you can see, they are not very sparse on trees in this game. So, first thing you want to do, once you find an open field, of course, that's up to you, but I suggest it, is you press 2, and you can see down at the bottom of the screen, my banner tool is highlighted. I'm going to go ahead and right-click, and this is where my kingdom shall begin. So my banner here, this is very important. Monsters will come out at night, and they will try to attack, number one, all your colonists, and you'll see that I'll place my colonists close to my banner, because they're both very, very special and need to be protected. So this banner here, without this, your colony kind of just dies out. So protect your banner, protect your colonists at all costs. Now, if you're wondering what is a colonist, well, you'll see here. The first thing that we need to do is we need to give a colonist a job. If I press 1, I go to my command tool, I can left click, and I can hire all these different colonists. For now, there's going to be much more later. I assume this game is being updated regularly. It's in early alpha right now. So let's see, berry farmer, a forester, a miner, a flax farmer, a wheat farmer. Now, you don't want to worry about a forester or miner yet. You can do these 2 jobs on your own for a long time until you're much more stable. A flax farmer, you can't even do this yet until you get pretty far in the game. So, what do you want? Berries or wheat? You choose. I like to start out with berry farmers because they give food much quicker than wheat, even though wheat in the end will be much more effective. So let's see. We have our berry farmer tool on, and you can see it's highlighted. If I keep on 1, and I'm going to kind of come down here just a little bit. In my head, I'm planning out, okay, I want my beds here, so I'll put the fields right over here. If I right click, it says 1 by 1 field, too small. Of course, 2 by 1, 2 by 2, it's all too small. So if I go a little further out, and you can see here, ooh, we got all the way up to a 5 by 8 field. Now we place the field, it's outlined, and it's the moment I scroll or click away on my hotbar, it disappears. So what do we do with that? Well, we have to hire a colonist to take care of that. If I press 1, it'll show the outline again of my berry farming tool, or any farms, any job that I want to assign a colonist to. So if I press 2, I can highlight my banner tool and I can right click. Now it says to recruit a colonist, we need 5 food per day. We need a bed. And we need 50 food units. If I try to recruit it, it says down here, we don't have enough beds. So how do I create a bed? I press I, and you can see here in the crafting menu, I can make a bed. Now it starts us out with 5 straw, but we also have this 30 straw here. I'm going to go ahead and move this 30 straw down. Just by clicking, I can put anything on the hotbar and move it back. Now I have straw, and I have planks on my hotbar. As the bed says, we need 3 planks and 3 straw. So if I click it, I've made a bed. Just that easy. Now, I know I'm going to have several colonists, so I want to go ahead and actually make just a few beds. We'll go ahead and, we're not going to need the straw or the planks for anything else for a long time. So let's make quite a few beds, and we'll begin to place them. So if I scroll down here, I can press R to rotate which way they're facing. I'm going to go ahead and just start one right here next to my banner. Like I said at the beginning, I need to protect my beds, and I need to protect my banner. Those are the most important things for the monsters that spawn at night. And here we go, nice and symmetrical, looking good. And I don't have a colonist yet, so let's get our very first colonist. Press 1, right click, or excuse me, press 2 and right click anywhere. And now we can recruit a colonist. And there he goes. He shows up. He's going to change his clothes. The reason he does that is to signal to me what job he's doing. He put on the red jacket, suit, armor, whatever. I guess it's some sort of chainmail. And now he's going to start placing berry bushes. Where's he getting these berry bushes? It's from the seeds. So you can see here that in my stockpile, I have berry seeds. Now I can take these away from him, and now he's going to kind of panic. And you can see here he's saying, I don't have any of these. And he's trying to place them, but he can't do the job. Oh, so he actually gave up, it looks like, and now he's starting to harvest the berries out of the bushes, which is totally fine. That's a good way. If you need food quickly, you can get food from him. But we don't need food. We need more berry bushes for now. You can see in the top right corner, we have 249 food, and we're only using 5 per day because we only have 1 colonist. So let's hire another colonist. We've got 5 beds. Why not? We press 1, we left click. This time I want a wheat farmer. So let's go ahead and make a wheat farmer, and a field's going to be right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and kind of go with the symmetry thing, and we can make this thing huge. I want it to be 5 by 10. Do I want 55 wheat, 60 wheat, 60? I always do the full thing, so we're going 5 by 20. Looks like the biggest we can make is a 5 by 20 for 100 total cubes of space to grow wheat. This one actually shows where the wheat's going to be grown, as opposed to the berry bushes that just kind of grow on top of this very cool looking, very detailed grass. But we're going to go ahead and hire a colonist to start making some wheat. So we press 2, we go to our banner tool, we recruit a colonist, he pops out of the banner and immediately changes his clothes to a slightly darker, like grayish instead of the tan, and he gets right to work on the wheat. So that once it's planted, it'll just kind of grow on its own over the next few days, and I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time. Let's go ahead and get another wheat field. Yes, we've already got the wheat tool selected, so let's go ahead and make another big field here. And there we go, up to 100, and now I can just hire another colonist. You can see they pop out, and they get right to work. Now let's check out the other jobs that they can do. So if I left click, again, we've got a forester and a miner. Let's not worry about those for now. You do not want too many colonists at the beginning. Look in the top right corner, food 149 we're already down to. It costs 50 every single time we hire a colonist. It costs 50 food. It is now nighttime and the first day is over. You can see the sun setting and the moon will rise somewhere on the opposite side of the screen. Our colonists go to sleep. They just choose a random bed. I'm not sure how they choose. It doesn't matter, but we need to protect them now. How do we protect them? Press I. We have these arrows here, but how do we shoot them? Of course, a bow. So we want to craft a bow. The bow just requires 2 planks. They have to be on your hotbar. So we have 33 planks. We have so many. We don't need to worry about that. It only costs 2. We want to bring some arrows down, and now we'll be able to protect our colonists by shooting these arrows. I don't want to waste too many, but you can see the drop here. And kind of judge the distance. You can pick off monsters from very far away, but is it worth it to you to waste the arrows is the question. So throughout the night, you'll see some monsters that pop up, and I'll go ahead and kill a few of them, and then we'll fast forward to morning after just a while, because this is all you're going to do on your first night. You don't have any guards yet. Oh, I shot him right in the foot, and they go down. Look, this monster's trying to sneak in. Just protect your colonists at all costs. Early on, if you lose a colonist, I mean, I just often restart the game if I lose even one single colonist, because it's pretty costly to lose even one, because food early on is very hard to get. So let's go ahead and protect our colonists for a little bit more. There's only going to be a few monsters coming out. I actually don't see any right now. There's one way over there. You can practice your sniping abilities. I doubt I actually hit this one. Oh, he's juking me. Let's see if I can actually pick him off. Oh, that actually hit him. That's hard to do. That's cool. Anyways, we'll fast forward to morning, guys, and I will see you on day 2. So as the moon goes down and the sun starts to rise in the morning, our colonists will just kind of wake up on their own. And one more thing about monsters to know is that they die very easily, usually with one single shot. It makes it pretty easy to defend the very first night. And again, the first night feels very long. There's not a lot to do, and there's actually not a lot to do yourself at the beginning of the game, because after all, you are the king and you tell these guys what to do. So they didn't get very far in the wheat field yesterday. No problem at all. The berry farmer's still just plugging away at all 8 of his berry bushes here. It seems like he could have utilized this space a little better. No problem, but the wheat's going to be growing soon. You can see that even after one day, it grows from a tiny sapling to a medium-sized sapling. And after, I think, just 3 or 4 days, we'll have some wheat, and I'll show you what to do with that very soon. So what do we do on this day? Well, you have a couple of options. Do you want another wheat field? Do you want another berry field? I actually kind of want some more berries for now, because we need some quick food. We really do. So let me see if I can make the field just a slightly different size. Let's go ahead and try just a 40 size instead of a 42 size, and I want to see if the berry bushes get planted in any more of a more efficient way, if I can get the words out correctly. So the second day you can go get some more wood. You can see these big trees here, and I'm going to need this space anyway, so we can keep clearing wood out. It's actually really easy to do. You don't need an axe or anything to do it. The only thing you need an axe for is for your colonists to be able to do it. So sometimes, just like in Minecraft, I get up on the stump, because some of these trees are actually really, really tall, and you're going to have to put a stump down anyways to reach the very top. You can see here, oh yes, so we were too high on that one, and we were able to get the top of that tree down to make it all disappear in the end, because we're going to need this land for sure. So let's clear these trees out real quick. get it all out of the way. And then we can start putting some more land down here. The first thing I want to do today, though, well, second thing besides, third thing besides, the next thing I want to do today is make sure that I protect my base. So I'm going to go ahead and use, let's see, planks look pretty cool. The logs actually look pretty terrible, but let's place some logs down for now. It actually looks like dirt, doesn't it? So we're going to put these down, and we're just going to kind of protect our beds. I want to make sure that I can funnel the enemies into one particular place. Now, one wall will not do it. So I'm going to hop up here, and I'm going to go ahead and just hold right click, and we're going to put our second wall down. If you played Minecraft, you're already good at placing blocks. These berry farmers, I'm not quite sure what they're doing. Oh, you know what? I know what they're doing. They're going to the banner to drop stuff off. That reminds me, let's go ahead and make a crate for these guys. I'll put it down here in my hotbar, and I'll place it right, let's just do it kind of in the middle there. There we go. That way they don't have to travel far to drop off their stock, and it just goes into the stockpile. We now have 25 berries and only 27 wood. Our food is dropping pretty quick. We only have 96 food. We're using 20 per day just for these 4 colonists alone. So we want to make sure that we do not lose any colonists. It's very, very important that you don't lose any colonists because it costs 50 to make another one. That would put us down to just 46 food, and that's not good. We don't want to take that risk early on. Let's go ahead and kind of close this in a little bit, just to make sure that no monsters, because sometimes they come sneaking by and will absolutely destroy your colonists in like one hit. No problem at all. I'm going to make it a little, I've got this extra wood. You don't have a ton to do during the first days anyway, so may as well protect your village while you can. And let's go ahead and close it in all the way, almost all the way. You do not want to just close it all together. Whoops, how did I manage this? You don't want to close it completely, because what will happen is the monsters will then start breaking down your walls, and they will find a way in no matter what. Either that or they'll climb the walls. Not sure, but I'm not taking the risk to find out. So let's go ahead and leave an opening right here. I'm going to put 2 little steps here. That way I can kind of just man the walls here, and I can walk around and shoot them as I need to. And just to make it look kind of cool, let's go ahead and put some torches down on top of them too. That'll allow me to see at night. And that's actually one thing, whoops. That was actually one thing I didn't do, is you can press G, and you can see my screen kind of, here, we'll get in the shadow so you can see. G is kind of your own personal torch, and that way you can see at night. You can use it. You don't have to. It might help. It might not. I kind of like just the darkness and the quiet of night anyway. So I'm going to put some torches down just because it looks kind of cool. And this, similar to an early Minecraft base, is the very crappy looking castle / house that we're going to make at the beginning. As long as we have a safe place for our colonists to sleep, it will all be worth it. So our colonists are just working away. Oh, we've got a field completely full of wheat. Actually, 2 fields, I should say, 200 wheat. And what do we do with that wheat? I'll start showing you. So if we press I, we can craft all these different things. So we can craft a furnace, which will give us our ingots. You can see I have 20 iron ingots here, and we'll need a lot more than that. Plus, we'll need gold ingots. We've got an oven we can bake bread with. That's what wheat will end up being, is bread in the end. So we have our bread. We have 25 left. We're going to need some more soon. How do we make it bread? We got to turn it into flour first. So once we get the wheat harvested, we hire somebody at a grindstone. We're going to have to hire colonists to do all this. We hire them at a grindstone. Actually, I can go ahead and make this. I need some, I've got some stone bricks here. Let's put the leaves. I'm not going to need those leaves for like anything, I don't think. So we've got a grindstone crafted. We can place it. But then again, I don't want to place it. I don't want to accidentally hire a colonist yet, because we don't even have any wheat to grind. So let's go ahead and hold off on that. We can create an oven, and we can create a furnace. So we've got all these materials that we can use to create these awesome things that will give us a lot of food in the end, and a lot of options. Actually, there's not a ton of options in this game. Just know it is in very early access, but it is being updated regularly. Here's the big things that we can make. We can make a mint. We can make a shop. Now, the shop will allow us to buy the flax that we can turn into linseed oil, and it says makes things shiny. There's certain similar to most games like this that you've played, as you progress, you get better resources, and with better resources, you can do bigger and better things. So these early days, again, they're just kind of slow. It's a pretty casual game. It's not extremely challenging, especially when you know what you're doing. All you have to do is, like, I've got my bow here. I just shoot a few monsters, and actually, let me put. I really do like this stone here, so I'm gonna do this pretty soon. Okay, so let's make these walls a little higher here, and I'm going to put my guards right here. So how do I place a guard? I make a quiver. So I already have, I had to craft a quiver, and now I can put it on my hotbar, and I scroll to the quiver, And once I place it, you can instruct your guard on which way to face. So we'll just go ahead and have them face forward. They turn a lot themselves anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if I want some 2 guards up here, I'm not going to place this next one because I won't need a second guard for a while. And you can look up in the upper left-hand corner. It says I have 5 beds, 4 colonists. I have -1 unemployed, meaning I have a job here, but I don't have a colonist doing that job. Now, if I hire, and I think we're okay on food, so let me go ahead and hire a guard, and we can watch what he does. He comes on out, changes into his guard clothes. Well, not quite yet. Maybe he's already in his guard clothes. We're going to give him a bow. I want to keep my bow. I have enough resources to make plenty of bows. So now he has a bow, and he's good to go. He's going to hop up. And there he goes. He's going to protect our colony from above. Our colonists are going to sleep. It is nighttime. I believe as soon as the sun goes down to where you can't see it, that is when the colonists go to sleep. The monsters won't touch any of our wheat, any of our berries. We don't need to wall those in. We just need to protect our colonists and the banner. We now have 5 colonists. So with these 5 colonists, again, the guard does not sleep. So he needs a bed, but he'll, as far as I know, he'll never use it. I think he just stands guard forever. Now the guard will be able to turn and kill and protect. I can also do this myself, again, by just shooting arrows all night long. That's what you're going to be doing. You can chop wood, you can mine, or you can stand guard. Those are your options at night so far. I believe if there's more, just leave them down in the comments. Maybe I'm forgetting something, but we're going to go ahead and fast forward to the morning and check out a mine for the 3rd day. And welcome to day 3. The birds chirping is my signal that we're safe. All the monsters actually just immediately die. I didn't know that. So any monsters left? My berry farmers are already out and working hard. My wheat farmers, I'm not sure what they're doing yet. Where are you guys going? It looks like they're walking around the backside, taking the very long way to the wheat fields instead of just leaving out and taking a right. So I might have to redo something in here so they don't take too long getting to their fields, because every moment is definitely important in this game. You can see that the wheat has actually well, I don't know. It's ready to harvest. So, whoops, I want to put my bow away so I don't waste any arrows, so I can harvest the wheat. And as we harvest the wheat, we get some seeds back, plus we get actual wheat. Oh, let's see what they're doing. Okay, so this guy is replanting. Let's see if he harvests the wheat. There he goes. So as he harvests the wheat, he's going to replant it immediately, and he's doing a good job. All right, so we've got some berries coming in. So, wow, we are at 62 food. We're doing great. It's gonna grow exponentially once we get this wheat turned into flour and then bread. Since I have it, I'm going to go ahead and put the grindstone down. Right, let's say we could actually put it inside. Let's put it inside where it's safe and protected. Plus, I've got all this extra space, so we'll put a grindstone right here. Now, we don't have a person hired for this, and we're going to have to hire somebody for this. I don't know if I want to hire them yet because there's not a lot of wheat that's ready to. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it just to show you guys. And by the way, if you survived this far, good job. I'm proud of you. It's a tough game just at the very beginning, and it looks like I need another bed. So let's make one more bed. And I have a bunch of straw. I have a bunch of planks. Let's just make as many beds as we can because we will definitely put them to use. So we're going to place the beds kind of side by side still. Don't really need to do anything fancy with them. Let's just fill in all these extra spots and they can sleep here. And now we can hire a colonist. He turns to a brown kind of chainmail and he'll get right to work. I'm not sure where he's going. Oh, it looks like, oh, okay. So he had to go to the crate. So I'm going to need a crate here. Let's put another crate down. All it does is require 1 plank. So we've got the planks. We definitely can use them and make more if we need to. Let's put the crate right here. That way he doesn't have to go very far. He's almost done with making. Oh, yep, he is. He's how do we? So what I'm going to do? I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I do it anyways. He doesn't have any wheat to work with. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. He's going to turn into a regular person. I think he will just kind of go back into the banner, and he might disappear, or he's just going to stare at the back wall. Okay, until I give him a job. Let's turn him into a wheat farmer. I wonder if that works because we actually will need a lot more wheat. So let's do that again. I've got the berry farming tool up. I'm going to select wheat farmer, right click, run away, drag it real big and make it. And let's see if this guy converts to a wheat farmer. There he is. Awesome. So as soon as you hire them, I guess they're just kind of stuck with you for a long period of time. I don't know why they take that route. I really have no clue. So one more very important thing, and you should definitely be doing this by day 3, and that is at least planning out where you want to put a mine. So I have all this extra space over here, so I'm going to go ahead and use just, let's use... We'll do it right up against the wall. And again, I can change my base anytime I want to. So similar to Minecraft, you just want to dig down. Now, there's no lava. There's nothing that you need to worry about. I know the #1 rule in Minecraft is don't dig straight down. Here in this game, you won't have a problem with it. I follow the just the 4 blocks in front of me kind of trick. That way you don't kind of bump your head, and I'll show you in just a second. So if you're going down, you don't bump your head as easily on the block. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's all I'm going to do until the very bottom. And once you hit the bottom, you'll know it. The blocks won't be able to disappear anymore. You'll be able to have basically infinite mining at the bottom. And that's a good thing. You don't have to keep digging and finding ore. Now, I can't decide if I have an issue with that or not, considering it makes it extremely easy to do anything. You don't need to keep searching. There's really no reason to search in this game yet. And obviously there should be, because the world seems huge, but there's no reason to leave your base. Now, by the time you're watching this video, it may be different, but for now, there's no reason to search. We have hit bottom. We can keep collecting bricks, and they keep going into our inventory, and right now we're collecting stone bricks. What happens is the blocks never disappear, so once you reach the bottom, you can go ahead and clear out the rest of it, and we found some ore. I'm not sure if this is an ore, but it's called gypsum. Not sure what to do with it yet. I'm sure it'll come in handy soon, but that's the only thing that I'm completely unfamiliar with in this game so far. Right here we have... let's see, it is clay. We found some clay. We can hire colonists, and we can place them right on top of these cubes, these blocks, and they'll be able to harvest that until the end of time, which is kind of cool, but again, doesn't really urge you to go out and search and find new ores like it does in Minecraft, where a big part of the game is exploring. That's one of the coolest things about Minecraft, is going and exploring and seeing beautiful things. Now I'm going to clear out this big area, and I'm going to try to find some iron and some gold. If we can find some iron and gold, it will be a very good thing. And actually, be very careful with this. I hear that it's nighttime. I don't know if you can hear that through your speakers or headphones, whatever you're listening to right now, but I'm going to hop like a little bunny all the way back to the top. I'm going to make sure that my colonists are safe. Thank goodness I had a guard on hand. Otherwise, something like this might happen. Now, what you just saw is the very first recording that I did. I went down into the mine at night, totally forgot it was nighttime, went down to show you guys the mine, and ended up killing every single one of my colonists, just one at a time. One at a time, they went down to a monster. The monsters attack one time, and they kill your colonists. So make sure you have a guard if you plan on doing any time down in the mines. Now, with the mines, I can go back down, and I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. One guard can usually do a pretty good job, but you just want to be careful. Again, don't lose any colonists. And now that I look up in the top right corner, my food is scary low. So I'm probably gonna get rid of a berry farmer if I want to get somebody on the grinder. Let's go ahead and place the grinder back down, because I don't have a colonist that needs a job. And I'm going to place also, is it the furnace? No, we don't want the furnace. We want the oven. Now we can start baking bread. I'm going to face it forward. There we go. So I'm going to have one guy, hopefully tomorrow. I'm really nervous because I'm actually getting kind of low on food. But I'm going to have one guy tomorrow on the grinder making flour, and one guy making bread. But we'll go ahead and do that in the next video. For now, we'll just cut it off for here. Hopefully this helped you guys out. I assume it did. Hopefully you're not as confused as I was at the beginning of the game, as I'm just dying left and right and eventually figuring it out. So hopefully this helped you guys out. If you liked it, go ahead and subscribe for more videos similar to this one, and click like. It helps me out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode of this, where I show you the next few days of how to survive in colony survival. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.